went to Worcester once upon a time. He'd gone there to see the bishop. And when he gets to the bishop's front gate, he sees a big brass plate which says, "Here lives the
Independent Bishop of Worcester."
"Well, I don't think much of it," says the king, and then he goes, "I understand you calls yourself the
Independent Bishop of Worcester.
That's right, sire, 'cause I don't give way to no man." "Well, I don't think much of it," says the king, "and I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go up to London on Wednesday morning, and I shall ask you 3 questions. And the first question I shall ask you is, how long would it take me to go all the way around the world? And the second question, how much am I worth right down to the nearest farthing? And the last question, what am I thinking at the exact moment as we be speaking? And if you can answer all of these 3 questions, you will no longer be known as the
Independent Bishop of Worcester.
Well, next morning was Tuesday morning, and the bishop was up early. He hadn't slept a wink all night. A very worried man he were indeed, to be sure. And he goes out into his front garden and starts pacing up and down his garden path. And there was an old gardener fella there, but working night. "Anything up, governor?" "Nope," says the bishop, and continues pacing up and down his garden path. This went on for about 20 minutes, and then this your gardener fellow woos him up and says, "Are you sure there's nothing wrong, governor?" "Well, you've been a good and faithful servant to me all these years, so I'll tell you." "Is that all?" said the gardener. That was after he'd finished telling him, right? "Is that all?" he says. "Does the king know you very well?" Nope. "I only met the gentleman for the first time last night." "Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll get up tomorrow morning, and I'll put on your clothes, and I'll go off to London, and I shall answer all of they 3 questions for you, 'cause I've been a bit worried about it." So that's what he does. Come Wednesday morning, up he gets, puts on his governor's clothes, and off he goes to London, Buckingham Palace, and goes into this great big room, and there's the king sitting there at the far end with all his courtiers a-sitting all around him. "Right," says the king, "first question, how long would it take me to go
All the way around the world?"
"You must go by the sun, sire," he says, "and that take you exactly 24 hours. "Very good," says the king. "Ha ha!"
said all the courtiers.
"That's
one up to the bishop."
"Yes," says the king, "but how much am I worth right down to the nearest farthing?" "Nothing at all," he says, "nothing at all. There's only ever been one man that were ever worth anything, and he was sold for 30 pieces of silver. So by that reckoning, he ain't even worth a farthing." "Very good," says the king.
"Ha!" says all the courtiers.
"That's
2 up to the bishop."
"Yes," says the king, "but what am I thinking at this exact moment? He says, "Do you be thinking as I'm the Bishop of Worcester?" He says, "I'm not." He says, "I'm only his gardener." And then they chopped his head off.